Over the top with Chad and Tony, talking about new movies and wrestling. I might just drop the team hating on me, Gene. DJ keeps the party going. Brandon E brings the heat. We don't know how to speak. Running wild on you, brother. We're over the top. Rocking it back to the vintage scene. Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central. With epic thumbnails from the vintage of Bossy. Gonna bring you the best. Legends you remember from the ring and silver screen. We're over the top. Get ready for a good time.
Bow, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Chad Arms, a.k.a. Chad D. by B. 11:30.
I didn't know where he was going with that.
I was going alley-oop. I feel like an alley-oop. I was like an alley-oop to Sean
Penny
Kemp.
Hardaway to Shaq.
Or
And
that,
my
too,
name
yeah.
is Tony, a.k.a. Friday the 14th. And then I'm going to slide past it to Horace Grant over here.
Oh, is that me?
You're not Horace Grant.
Okay. I feel like I'm Phil Jackson.
You're definitely Phil. Horace Grant was introduce yourself.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Hot Mike Chance.
Boom, boom, boom. Horace Grant was a very good role player, but I feel like that's who are we saying you were?
You were Penny. Alley-ooping it to Shaq.
You're Shaq. So let him be. You can at least
Okay.
be Nick Anderson.
Okay.
All right.
He had a great 3-point shot. Dennis Scott's always a solid go.
Yeah,
All right.
all right. My bad for calling you Horace
My bad.
Grant.
I started going down the roster in my head.
You talked about that. You need to get that stuff out of there.
I do. Get out of there. Yesterday we were shooting videos. I couldn't remember. We were trying to shoot shorts to like a lot of my songs. I couldn't remember lyrics to any of them. but I remember that.
But
I mean, you have about, 785 songs up there somewhere?
that Rolodex is deep.
It's just like,
And that's just the ones that are released.
But when it comes to baseball cards and random stats from the 90s of baseball, Kirby Puckett stats, you could probably list that off right now from 1992.
yeah, I wasn't as in tune with Curb, but R.I.P. to Curb. But yeah, there's a lot of that happening for sure.
We're back, episode 118. I don't know if it looks any different, but we had to adjust.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Chance. Man.
Yeah, shout out to Chance. Chance is the ultimate. I mean, that's why he's the leader of this this podcast. He makes things happen for us.
It doesn't happen without Chizance.
Yeah, this podcast literally doesn't run without Chance.
And then Chance is going to try to say something that doesn't agree with that. He's going to say,
Hey.
no, it's about all of us. But no,
No.
if
It's
Chance
called
wasn't here, it wouldn't be happening.
It's called Over the Top with Chad and Tony.
And Chance.
Yeah, because you're the over the top.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're the
yeah.
over the top part.
Over the top is you. Not Mike Chance is over the top.
Okay, it may look a little bit different, but here in Tennessee right now, since the first when June 1st hit, the state of Tennessee decided, you know what, we're gonna open Lucifer up and just Satan's butthole right here in this Middle Tennessee area.
Satan spread its butthole and started just shooting diarrhea flames.
Yeah, I mean it's hot. I mean hot.
Yeah.
And humid and. That's another thing, too, the moisture that we've... April showers bring May flowers. Hey, after May, the rain stops to me.
It sure does.
I mean, we've
sure
had
does.
so much moisture, and
I think I saw Noah building his ark last month.
it's
You know what?
ridiculous.
He may have with
Yep.
the current thing that just happened in the U.S., whatever that was. But that's a whole other situation.
Yeah, touche. But, like yesterday, I was out working in the yard, sweating my ass off, all that good stuff, weed eating, mowing, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere... 30 minutes of an absolute, and it's not like a little trickle rain or anything like that. Here's a light rain. When it decides to rain here in Middle Tennessee, it's like, no, here it is. Whoosh! Here's 5 inches in 30 minutes for you.
Yeah.
And it's just,
What she said. 5 inches in 30 minutes.
But
30 minutes is a long time. 30 minutes is long. That's an episode of Seinfeld
You
with the
think so?
commercials.
you think so? But
so.
we tried to adjust. Like we shoot in Chance's garage usually and everything. So I thought the bright idea was like, hey, let me buy this. It's not an air conditioner; it's an air cooler thing. Because in Chance's garage, we don't have any way to have the vent for an air conditioner. So I bought this air cooler thing. It didn't put even a dent in the garage, did it?
Maybe if we would have been able to run it a little bit longer, but the problem is that you put ice packs in it.
Yeah, they were
so
melting.
they were melting before you could even get them in there.
Yeah.
What on a degree standpoint? How hot do you think it is in that garage?
Oh, it's
It's bad.
Yeah,
I stepped at Chance like, come feel this.
well over 100 degrees.
No duty.
Yeah. And then thankfully, like I said, Chance made the adjustment. I mean, he moved our whole studio upstairs in his house by himself in a matter of like 30 minutes.
Yeah, we got here and I was like, well, probably, and then he already had it set up. I was like, oh my god, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's Superman.
Even got the natural disasters back here
Hey.
holding that gold, dude.
I
Holding
have
gold.
I have to give a shout out to Harley. She helped me out, and also my mom helped me out as well.
Shout out to Harley and Chance's mom.
Yeah.
Just
Shout
the
out to
goats.
shout out to the entire family.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, just
Shout out to
absolute
Lily
goats.
and Caden just because.
No, she was in her room just chilling.
Just
She don't.
not a care in the
But
world.
shout
dude.
out to her anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been since the 1st of June. It's been, and this week is going to just be even worse, I believe, because it's like mid-90s and like 100% humidity all week coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So stay indoors if you're here in Middle Tennessee.
Yeah, don't go outside. Fuck outside.
But this guy right here has a huge.
Speaking of heat,
Yeah, speaking of heat coming out, I mean, coming out tonight after this episode at what 11 tonight or midnight release.
Yeah. So me and T and Grizzly, our album Round the Way is going to be on all streaming platforms. It's album 6 of 12 this year, so we're halfway there to the insane goal that I set for myself this year. I don't know. I still don't know why I did that, but we're doing it. We're
I mean,
halfway there.
That comes back around to like when y'all were shooting clips and stuff for your views. It's like, how do you keep up with just?
I don't. I know where all the songs are and what album they're on, and I remember when I recorded them. But as far as what I said and remembering it very easily, it's not easy when you have that many songs. But we're getting there.
You've been putting in some work. I mean, like you said, this is number 6 of 12 this year, and it's unreal.
I don't think that people understand logistically how hard that is for artists and also creatively to be able to continue to stay in that zone and be able to not only make music but make bangers. So it's like, to be able to just keep doing that with that consistency and being able to plan out how you're going to do all this, coordinate how you're going to do all of it, and just keep everything in order and making sure that you're meeting those deadlines. I mean, that's a lot to do. And
a lot of the behind the scenes stuff that nobody ever sees. I mean, every Joe Blow, we see the clips, we see we hear the music and all that stuff, but nobody knows the behind the scenes stuff. Like you said, like Chance said, the logistics of, especially doing these collab albums with people of getting together and doing this, and because you're always just spitting out so much music.
Yeah.
I mean, it's insane. I'm really looking for. I've never heard of T and Grizzly before you started working with him, and I'm super excited about this project y'all got coming out because it's something totally new to me.
Yeah,
it's a new artist I've never heard of before.
Yeah, and so the album's 13 songs. 5 of those songs are already out. So T and Grizzly and me and Squints and Ego did a song. The first song we did together was a song called Draw 4.
Yes.
That was on not Fatboy Swag, sorry, Gray Headed Goat Volume 2 that came out last year. So then we did that one, and then Grizzly did 2 hooks for me and O&E's Brady and Moss album.
Yep.
He did the Ain't No Way, and he did the I Wanna Know hooks for us on that album. And then me and Grizz also did the Round the Way song that's on Gray Headed Goat 4 that came out in January. And then Grizz got on me and Jambo's album with Ego on the other side. So 5 songs have been out already. We released our single last week called On My Life that's doing really well.
Yeah, that one's dope.
But we got Jam Wayne on the album. He's on there twice, the song that's already out and a new song. We got Blind Fury on the album. And we got O&E on the album. Squints, King Ego. So
yes, banger.
I'm excited for everybody to hear it, man.
Yeah, and he's a local. I didn't realize that he's a local.
Yeah, man,
guy
he's
too.
a local dude, man. He's been doing it for a minute, and then he stopped for a while. Him and Ego have been cool for years. Him and Ego's, they've probably been cool about as long as me and Squints have been cool.
Oh, okay.
They're just like close homies, and Ego's been grinding. Him and his brother have been grinding like crazy, and then Grizz, it took some time off, and they were like, man, shit's starting to take off. You need to get back doing it.
Yeah.
And he got back doing it. And
is he almost like a similar story, like when you took your time off and everything, like with him and I know?
Yeah, like when he took a little time, he was doing stuff for a while, and then he stopped, and then because he was just doing regular stuff. He's got family and stuff. And then he got back into it, and it's been about a year and a half, I think, since he's been super serious with it. But it's I'm excited for people to hear that album, man. I think they're gonna like it.
And it's called Round the Way.
Yeah, Around the Way.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. And speaking of Fury, I mean, y'all got a tour coming up, a jam-packed tour coming up.
Man, so shout out to Blind Fury.
The GOAT of goats.
Yes.
I mean.
So this, first of all, this is the first tour I've ever done. We've got a 13 shows in 18 days. I think is what it is. It's insane. But it's like 7 or 8 states, basically Midwest, Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, Missouri, Kentucky, one in Tennessee. I think there's a Tulsa, Oklahoma at the end. But it's a good amount. But the guy that books Fury shows hit us up at the beginning of the year because Fury's like, bro, I'm going to try to get us a tour together for the Goats album.
Yeah.
Because Fury had just did a tour in January for it was like 10 shows in 14 days or something. It was similar to this. Mm-hmm. And I was like, cool. Well, then they hit us up and they're like, let's wait because everybody's booking tours in March and April. So let's just wait till the summer. So I was like, all right. And then they finally hit me back and was like, yeah, it's good. Here's the dates. And I'm like, oh, shit. It's like, there's one where we do 5 shows in a row.
Well, Chance had the perfect comparison of it. What'd you say his schedule?
It's like that WWE schedule back in the 90s.
Man. So it's going to be interesting, bro, because I'm doing more shows in 3 weeks than I've done in the last 5 years combined, probably.
Yeah, I mean, there's, like you said, but especially those back-to-back shows, if you look at the day, I mean, there's some miles traveled in between those back-to-back shows and everything, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a shout-out to the Tennessee show. It's in Cookeville.
So I've got a show before that tour starts with 501 Bryce at Revolver in Cookeville, Tennessee, July 19th. And then we're going to be back in Cookeville on August 13th, I believe. I don't have the flyer in front of me.
Yeah, I think you're right on that. I looked it up and everything.
Yeah, it's like a weekday, but we'll be there for that with me and Fury's tour. It's me, Blind Fury, Marcotic, and Common Tribe. And D-Ray What It Do is going to be supplying support.
Oh, nice.
So he's going to be opening for the tour. But I'm excited about it, man. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be exciting. I mean, I'd be pumped for something like that, especially in your world. I mean, that's what you're – that's what –
We're going to see what I'm made of. Mel's going with me. So it's going – it's a Sprinter van.
It's a miles travel. You're going to be putting in some miles, bro.
Hopefully you got some inside shows, too.
Yeah, for sure. I think all of them are. They're like little 200 cap.
Yep.
Like, bars or clubs or they're smaller venues, but which is what we need.
Yeah.
So
like you said, and shout out to Blind Fury. I don't think we've talked. Y'all talked about it on. I got some shit to say, but I don't think we've talked about it. Fury on BET for the 106 and Park reunion, shouting out Big S&P, show and prove and everything. I couldn't imagine what it felt like seeing him do that.
Yeah, it was cool, man. So when Fury got the call that they wanted to bring him back for the 106 and Park 25-year anniversary, he called me and wanted me and Mel to fly out there with him if he can get us plane tickets. Well, the thing is, I had 10 man already booked to come up here when he came up here for us to finish our album and shoot some music videos, and he had already taken off work and all that. Well, in addition to that, me and Mel don't have those real ID things to where we can't even fly anyway because Fury's lady couldn't even go, I think, because of that same reason.
You can do it still, but it's just a pain. You have to get to the airport like an hour and a half even earlier than
something weird with it. I don't know.
It's that
what
real
it was.
ID.
Yeah.
It's another.
That got me too recently.
Yeah, I gotta get mine too. I gotta get mine as well.
So he told me, he was like, man, I'm gonna if they let me, I'm gonna rock a show and proof shirt. I was like, hell yeah, dude. So he was rocking that, sitting on the couch. Bow Wow was interviewing him, and he said, I'm making moves with my big show and prove family, and
that's incredible. It just shows you the kind of man he is.
Yep.
I mean, it's just a solid ass dude right there. I mean,
and super talented.
The most talented man. I mean, these clips that y'all have been putting out, re-putting out and everything of him, it's just crazy that it's just so natural. Everything, it just seems like everything is just natural to him.
Yeah.
Like nothing's like, I don't know. It's hard to describe because I can't do none of that.
Yeah.
His impressions.
He's one of the most talented people I've ever been in a room with before. I could probably say he is the most talented person, just being able to play something on the piano by ear, just by hearing, like he can just play it. freestyling, being able to sing and switch like voiceover, like he can do like
anything.
impressions. Yeah, it's crazy.
And just by hearing it, and it's absolutely amazing. But shout out to him for that. I can't imagine just hearing the show improve across like a huge platform like that being shouted out. It just once again it just shows the kind of man he is, and just
Facts.
solid dude.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we've been. Let's see. Last time we recorded, we banked up 3 episodes and everything because we had Father's Day in there. You had a vacation. Brandon had a vacation.
Yep.
Shout out to Brandon and BJ. They weren't able to bank it out here today.
Yeah.
But you had you and Brandon both went to Myrtle Beach, correct?
He went to Hilton Head,
Oh,
and I
okay.
was at Myrtle Beach. Yep.
Gotcha. How was that trip for y'all?
Well, hey, I made a little stop off in Lugoff, so just to get gas,
dope.
though, just to get gas. But yeah, but yeah, we just went down there for the week. Went with Harley's sister, her husband, and just had a good time down there. And for the most part, nice weather. We ran into a couple of bad, just pop-up showers here and there. And then the last day that we were there, it rained quite a bit. But the rest of the time, good beach weather.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Like, going back to our weather here recently, we've had Florida like beach weather, but we just have no beaches.
Yeah.
I want to know what, as a meteorologist, how you can keep a job and being wrong most of the time.
Dude,
I mean,
I don't get it.
Especially here in our state, our Danielle Breezy, she's wrong pretty much.
So was Leland Stadium, guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, oh, it's a 0% chance of rain today. And you look
And then
up
it
and
rains.
then it rains for 45, you get 5 inches.
And they
of
keep
40.
their jobs for 40, 50 years. I mean, they're meteorologists, and I'm just like,
It's just a crapshoot.
when did they? I mean, they're just like, well, yeah, you just as long as you sound good and look good, like saying whatever you say, we don't care about
It's
it.
just,
You're right.
yeah. And tell us where the tornadoes are.
It feels like it's just filler or something to get people to turn the news on.
Yeah.
It definitely is filler now that
Yep.
everything's being taken over by AI and generate, like the internet. Like,
What gets me mad is whenever I look on my phone and it says it's 89 degrees, but then it feels like 103.
Oh, yeah.
It's 103 degrees.
Yeah. Don't tell me with the heat index
Yeah.
of 103. No, just tell me it's 103 degrees outside.
Yep.
That heat index doesn't make any kind of sense to me whatsoever.
It's gonna be hot. I
Yeah,
think
just-
there's like heat advisories and all that stuff. Like it's gonna be hot. Just tell me it's gonna be hot. Don't go outside. Stay inside.
Yeah, turn on the air conditioning.
hmm
But I'm assuming you didn't go to Myrtle Beach to eat the seafood.
No, not at all.
No shrimp were taken
A
in.
lot of good chicken tenders was had. The pizza. I did a big mistake on the pizza.
you put a topping on
So
it.
I don't order DoorDash and all that stuff. I don't ever do Uber Eats, all that.
I don't trust them.
I haven't hit that tax bracket yet. But but
I don't
so
trust them.
my sister-in-law throws me her phone and she's like, "Hey, find us some pizza," because I'm the pizza guy. Like I always, but I only eat cheese. So
So you're the
There's
cheese
that.
bread guy.
yeah. Hey, that's how you judge a pizza. You
that's how-
strip it down. No diddy. And you strip it down. You get it all the way to the base. Cheese, meat, sauce. But the place that we went, which I have totally erased from my memory because I'm scarred for life.
They didn't even offer a cheese pizza.
Well, they did, but they offered a white cheese pizza, which I didn't know. I accidentally ordered it, but even I didn't know that meant Alfredo sauce.
Oh,
So
okay. See,
instead
that's
of
my kind of
getting
pizza.
instead of getting tomato base,
You got
we got
Alfredo.
Alfredo, and I've been into it, and I was like, "This is the worst pizza that I've ever ate in my life."
Did you-
I mean, I was hungry, so I powered through it. But
You don't like chicken Alfredo?
no,
oh,
I don't like any white sauce.
really? So you're a red sauce?
God,
all the way.
racist.
Yep.
That's my wife says the same thing when
Yeah.
it comes, like, if she's basing the first time she tries a pizza at a place, she gets just regular cheese pizza because she says if they mess up a cheese pizza,
Yeah.
they're gonna mess
That's
up
what
anything.
Portnoy does too, don't he?
Yeah. He keeps it simple.
And that's how you gotta do it.
Yeah.
Keep it simple, stupid. Remember that in school?
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
But we did
remember
go.
something.
We did go eat at a place called Pier 14, and the local. Those two were the best spots in
How were the
Myrtle
tendies
Beach.
there?
Great.
Did you ride any go karts?
No, man.
go-karts?
Look. Whenever you get old like me, The
Yeah,
vacation the vacations
Yeah.
changed.
This
we
is
did
true.
go do
Facts.
putt though.
Okay, okay, that's a good
And
shit.
I was robbed.
Oh, did you get?
I was
Did
robbed.
you get dominated?
I got 2 hole-in-ones and still lost.
Oh,
God,
who
how
was
bad did you
keeping
do on the
score?
other holes? That's what she said.
Who was keeping score?
Yeah.
Harley and our brother-in-law.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think she was telling him the wrong scores because guess who won? She did.
Oh,
how
Harley.
convenient.
Conspiracy.
How convenient.
Yep.
Now is this trip going to be on y'all's
Yes.
Good Harley's YouTube channel?
Yep, we're gonna we changed the format up, so we'll be releasing videos like back to back weekly. So we're gonna kind of record like how a TV show does series.
Okay.
We're gonna record and just release like 10 episodes back to back to back, and then we'll
nice.
probably take a little break, record some more, and then throw
And
10 more.
So, and the channel's name is?
Chance and Harley tripping in love.
We love it.
Tripping in love.
So-
TIL.
Just the best couple ever around.
Yeah, they got a great. Their vlogs are really, really cool. Y'all
Yeah.
be sure to go subscribe to them.
Yeah, we'll put the link down in the description. I don't think
Appreciate
we've
Or
ever talked
answer to this.
about Mullet Man. Hall of Famer, that is.
Yep.
Damn right he is.
But yeah, that seemed like y'all had a good time and all that stuff. But
Yeah, it was relaxing.
yeah, that's what it's all about. That's what vacations to me now is like relax. Well, except for when I go on trips with Ryan, it's 100 miles an hour all the time. But family vacation, it's all about relaxing and food.
Yep.
What can I eat that I don't have around here?
Hey, in
Yeah.
North Myrtle Beach, they have a place called Mr. G's. Ice cream, hamburgers, fries. They got funnel cakes, everything.
I thought you were
would-
going to say Mr. Getty's for a second. I was about
I
to
was,
get excited.
dude, I was fixing to knock all of them off the table, except for Virgil because of the meat sauce.
I was going to say we were headed to Myrtle Beach if they got a Mr. Getty's.
Yeah.
Chance was feeling like Virgil the other night when he ordered that pizza. No meat sauce.
Yeah, exactly.
Where's my meat sauce? Damn it!
I was mad.
Oh, but that's classic.
Took me a while to figure it out, but once I did, yeah, I
It
was
was
pretty
great.
hot.
Well, another thing we'll move on to. You made a post about it the other day. If you're not local to around here, Rivergate Mall was the epicenter when we were younger. Rivergate Mall was the epicenter of the place to go to back in the day.
Oh yeah.
You had Red Lobster that was right there next to it. Just
You had Ruby Tuesday inside of it.
yeah. You had Media Play across the street.
You did. I was a media play soldier, shout Skaggs, for 3 long years. Yep.
But this past Friday night,
Yep.
they had the last. They're shutting. They're tearing down the old school Rivergate Mall and going to turn it into like some new housing development and all that.
Restaurants
stuff.
and
Yeah, it's going to be all fancy.
The only thing staying up's Dillard's.
Is it really?
Yes.
Wow.
Dillard's is surviving. It's because it's gonna be they're building a lot of elderly like apartments over there.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
They be
Dude,
tearing
dude,
Dillard's up. Boy.
dude,
It's going to be
yeah.
Wanting to
thriving.
get them Ralph Lauren polos. Woo, son.
And the old school Ralph Lauren, like blue, the blue, green, and yellow bottles of the old
Yeah.
school Ralph Lauren. That's my grandpa wore. But they had the final cruise in.
Oh,
and they
yeah.
did. How many people showed up?
10,000.
Yeah.
10,000.
I saw drone footage of it, and I think it is
And y'all
much
went,
closer
y'all
to
went to it,
10,000.
correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
How
me-
insane was it?
It was so whenever we first got there, I got there close to 7, and it was already almost gridlock on 4 lanes, like the 2 coming and the 2 going. It was just packed. And then there was, if you're familiar with the Rivergate area, the old Baileys,
Yeah.
like that whole parking lot was packed. And then people were just cruising to different parking lots, different areas, and man, there was. I thought 5 at first, but I think it was closer to 10.
Crazy to think
Yeah.
about. But,
Yeah.
man,
And-
Rivergate Mall was so good. I remember the sports seasons in Rivergate Mall. I got
remember-
so many jerseys from there.
I remember it turned into FYA, which is my homie Skaggs also worked out. But
Yeah.
Camelot music.
Yes,
When it was
dude.
Camelot music, and you can go to the listen stations because even at Media Play, we had rap music, but we didn't have that deep dive, hardcore like Memphis rap,
Yes.
local rap music that like Camelot music did, and that's where you could get the shit that you couldn't get anywhere else.
That and Cats music.
Cats music was fire.
Yeah.
There was another one in the Rivergate Mall called was it Turtles, maybe? But Suncoast was always dope.
Oh yeah, KB Toys when KB Toys was in there, but like I said, we would always pull in down there. Or we would always park right there at the sports seasons, and then you had the arcade that was right there by the entrance when you came in.
Yeah.
That was always the stop. But I spent so much money, Christmas money, and
At Castor Nuts.
yeah,
Shout out, Casper.
in sports seasons. I remember when I got my first legit like football, Barry Sanders, like the stitched in jersey, using my own money to buy for that. I wore that sumbitch till the stitching was coming out of that thing.
I remember whenever new games would come out, Electronics Boutique
Yes.
turned into
GameStop. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it was Electronics Boutique, and I remember having to go there to get the new Resident Evil or the new Madden or NBA Live or whatever it was. But yeah, man, it sucks. You know, it's been a slow death there for about 10 years, because I remember 2 or 3 Facebook pages ago, me and Skeggs did a live walking through the mall, and this was before the pandemic. So this was like 2017, 2018, when Facebook Live was like a new thing. And it was like there was a lot of stuff empty then, which was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I've been buying my Dope Boy jeans from Nino's since 2004, and they were there till the end. But
Yeah, it's sad to see it. It's another historic piece of Nashville going away.
Yep.
yeah, that whole area, man. And you know, speaking about pizza, chances they die hard.
Melissa serves
Serve
pizza.
Well, they tried to put a Serve Pizza right across from the mall like a year and a half ago. It didn't even last a year, and they closed it.
Yep.
Now it's some random bar that sells wings. That, you know what I mean?
Hey, that one wasn't too bad. That's actually the second best one that I've had outside of Melissa's.
Outside of Melissa's.
Pushing this guy. I kept. Sorry.
It's all
No, you're
good.
good.
But yeah, we had for work. We had, I guess, that whole Bailey's, where Bailey's was, that whole shopping complex is coming down too, because we had to pull all of our equipment out of there. They
Yeah,
just,
the Fox and the Hound. Right?
Yeah,
Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Fox and the Hound.
Fox and Hound.
Oh, okay, Fox and the Hound. Yeah.
But yeah, that Fox and Hound, that's the old school Bailey's. They called us last week and it was like, hey, we need y'all to come get your equipment out of here. We're closing the doors on like a day's notice. So unexpected to us. It's like, okay, y'all are closing. Okay, we had while we were pulling our equipment out of there, like, what, are they closing down? It's like, yeah, they made good business. I don't know. I guess because that building, there's nothing left in that shopping center either. I think there's like a Scrubs.
Yeah.
Like
So they just took the whole thing.
Yeah,
bought it.
I think the same developers that are doing the Rivergate Mall are doing that as well, because that theater that was over there by where
Is it
BJ's now.
Yeah.
I went to that theater so much as a kid.
Rivergate 8, dude. Me and Skeggs went and saw Dawn of the Dead there.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of stuff there, but that's the one I do remember for sure that we went and saw there. The Dawn of the Dead remake.
It's just it's another piece of old Nashville just slowly going away.
And
R.I.P. Rivergate.
that cruising event, it was cool to see that many people there, and there was, as far as I know, there wasn't any issues. The police didn't really start messing with people until closer to like 10 o'clock, which is about the time that I left. Once it got kind of more controlled.
That's awesome. That many people and no incidents.
Yeah.
It looked like it was like a full on car show out there too.
It was.
You got some footage of that, all that jazz.
Oh yeah.
And so be looking for that. Chance will have you set up for that.
Yep.
But yeah, we just thought this episode would just be like a bullshitting around episode. We haven't bullshitted around in a while.
Yeah.
So ever since the Tony's Day from Hell episode, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony's Day from Hell, yeah.
Oh, another thing too. I'm looking for a concert that I'm looking forward to big time coming in September. Me and Jordan got tickets to it so far. But 3-6 Mafia, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Tech 9, and DJ Quick are coming to Nashville.
Yeah, that's
and
dope.
I'm going to be there.
That's dope.
The weekend before that, I'm going to be in New York seeing Blink 182 and Alkaline Trio. And then the following weekend, I'm going to see 3-6 Mafia and Bone Thugs and Harmony.
That's dope.
Tell me I don't have a wide variety of music
And
taste.
it's going to be at Ascend, right?
Yeah, it's going to be at the outdoor venue. So it's in September, thank goodness. So hopefully it'll be cooler by then.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm
It's gonna be a
super
good
stoked
show.
about it. I've never seen 3-6 or Bone in
It's
live.
legendary. That'd be a legendary show right there. I haven't got a ticket yet because I think I may be booked for something on that weekend.
Yeah, we
But-
just got grass seats for it. That's all I
Yeah.
wanted. It was like $50 for grass seats. I was like, sign me up for it.
Yeah.
Sign me up. But yeah, it's just another BS around episode. Thought it'd be fun to get one of these in.
Yep.
But
Let's talk about Satan's butthole. No, we can't call it that.
I'm sure it's hot everywhere. From what I've been seeing from like the baseball games here lately, a lot like the Midwest, everywhere's catching this heat big time.
I got people that live in Ohio and it's just as hot there.
Yeah. I thought I was ready for summertime after getting older and thinking winter was bad, but No, give me back to spring at least.
Yep.
But yeah, that's episode 118 for you.
Heck yeah, man. Y'all be sure to subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to Chance and Harley's channel, their vlog channel. Shout out to Troubled Spirits. Shout out to Revolution One Media, the Gaggle Wrestlers, and Trailer Park Golf Club.
I like it. I like
Some
those
cool
hats.
hats and cool shirts.
Yep.
It's weird not seeing you in a 5950.
I know that, dude. I got a snap. They make snapbacks for big fellas, bro.
That's what I'm talking about.
Look, I got 2 more snaps. I can't ever even fit a snap in. They make fat back snapbacks.
They
Trademark
trademarked
it.
that.
Yeah.
Did they have that trademarked yet?
I don't know, but
They need
figure
to.
it out.
Yep.
Shout out to them, man. But yeah, y'all be sure to subscribe to everything, and we'll see y'all next week. And go get me and T and Grizzly's album, Around the Way.
It's out right now.
Out now, baby.
We out this motherfucker.
Over the top with Chad and Tony, talking about movies and wrestling. I might just join the team, hating on me, Gene. BJ the DJ keeps the party going.